Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to introduce to the topic programming, also known as coding. So after hearing the word programming, a very common question which arises in every person's mind is what is programming? Now, programming means giving instructions via programs. And programs are written with the help of programming languages. Further, we will see what is a language. Now, language is the medium of communication. For example, there are many languages which we use in our day-to-day life, such as English, Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Bihari, etc. Okay, and the languages which we use in our day-to-day life are used to communicate with humans, whereas programming languages are used to communicate with machines. Some examples of programming languages are C, C++, Java, Python, HTML, CSS, etc. Okay, now computer only understands binary language, and binary language is also called as machine language. This is the language of zeros and ones. So, as we all know, that a need is the mother of invention. So, what was the need to connect with computer? If there won't be any need, then programming languages wouldn't have been invented. So, what was the need to connect with computer? I would like to answer this question with a short example. For example, a person has been given an equation. 5 into 2 is equals to what? Everyone can answer it very quickly, that is 10. But if someone asks you 567 into 623 is equals to what, will take a lot of time to solve it, and sometimes we take for getting answers very quickly and easily, we use calculators. Now calculators in our mobile phones, PCs, etc. are a part of a machine or computer. So in this way, we can very easily understand that computers or machines are here to make our work easy. Now, what is program? Program is instructions. Program is instructions in the form of code, and hence it is also known as coding. And coding is the coding or programming, we say it is a process of writing the program. Okay, so now the situation we have with the computer in terms of communication, I would like to explain it with the example. For example, there is a person 1, there is one more person 2. Person 1 only knows to speak in English, whereas person 2 only understands Hindi. What if the person 1 wants to communicate with person 2? What will he do? At that time, the person 1 will communicate or will talk to person 3. And that person 3 should know both the languages, English as well as Hindi. And the person 3 then will listen to person 1 what he wants to say, and then he will go and communicate to person 2. In this way, the whole communication process will work. Now, humans can't learn binary language. It is very hard to learn binary languages. So, they learn programming languages. And programming languages are written in variables, in English alphabets and characters, and also in numbers. So, now we'll compare the given example with our scenario with the computer in terms of communication. Here, person 1 is the programmer, the one who writes the program. Person 2 is the computer, and person 3 is the compiler. Now here comes a new concept, compiler. So what does a compiler do? Compiler converts programming language into binary language, as the person 3 converts English into Hindi and explains it to person 2. Okay, so let's take a quick peek in the history. Programming language was firstly introduced by Konrad Zuse. Now we will learn about high-level languages. High-level languages are C++, C, Java, Python, PHP, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, etc. These are all the high-level languages. There are many more high-level languages which we will learn in brief afterwards. So, the high-level languages, if they are written in a particular format, they are known as a source code. A short example of a source code is let A is equals to let A is equals to 567 and let B be 623. A into B be equal to C and then print C. In this way, we will get the answer of the equation 567 into 623. So this was a short example of source code, and source code helps the compiler to understand what we really want to say. Okay, so we cannot directly write that 567 into 623 is equals to what? Nowadays we write in calculator, but for making the calculator there are many more programming languages, many codes written behind it which we don't really know. So we have to understand it. Through programming languages we can make websites, applications, etc. There is a very huge use of programming languages in today's world, and there are no such websites which do not contain the code of HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS are the skeleton of websites. Okay, so we will learn about many programming languages and do very exciting